It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Open man right side is Tony. 7 yards there and a first down. The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Down.
On play action, here's Ritter. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. In motion right is Ridley. Ritter. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Kamara is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Ritter from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at the Saints defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Robinson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Ritter. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
6:18. 7:34.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're mine. 6:37. What's it on?
To throw his Carr. And that will be incomplete.
sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
On the ready.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's a screen for Robinson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Okay, right.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter now. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind crunch or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Check field.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Ready.
He finds McCoy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And London motioning left.
Red, cycle. Hey, go steal.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now they'll empty out the backfield. Third and goal, Ritter with it. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, Raider 2. Raider 9. Kill.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
93. 93. Hey, 734.
Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
694. 29. What's up?
Throwing now is Carr. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. At about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
808. Hey, 734. Later 1. Later 1. What's it?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. These guys running back out of the backfield. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
618.
In motion right, Olave.
734. That's it.
Carr now on 1st down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Powering his way forward. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Ritter off the play fake. He completes it to Ridley. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's thrown underneath to Algier. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the double.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready?
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. That's out quickly to London. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, let's go make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3.
Strike. Blaster, stick. Madden.
Ritter back to throw. Looking for London on the out route complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air again, it's Ritter. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Ritter will set up to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 34. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First down, here's Ritter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Hey, full fury. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Black shot.
Going play action. Ritter. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. The injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting. The quarterback, Desmond Ritter. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He finds McCoy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On the set.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
52 blaster. Hustle, hustle.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
24, Saints 7. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Saints.
Carr now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You're mine.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
6:37.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Express. Hey, later, 2.
Now Carr, got to have this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Carr now to throw.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A.T. Perry.
43 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Back to throw, Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Ready, ready. Ready.
On first down, Ritter.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 46 yards.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
93.
Throwing now is Carr.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver
93.
all alone. By rights,
93.
that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Carr completes it, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
And the Saints, first down.
Hey, 734.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
694. What's up?
Now Carr again.
Completes it to Perry.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Here's Carr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Carr. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Carr to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Able to find Gray here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.